Hi folks, it's Evo here from Thundermist Lure Company, and welcome to today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. I'm out here with none other than, as you know, Antonio, our boatless angler, and today we're boatless, Antonio.
Right now, yeah.
Well, we actually left the boat at home because, you know what folks, there's a lot of great fishing to be done right off the shore, and today what we're going to do is we're actually wading into the water here, Antonio, one of Antonio's hot spots. It's a lot of rock here. But even along the beach shorelines, you can go out and fish the shorelines for bass. There's always bass in the shallows. We're hoping to find some today. We're going to be running crankbaits, shallow running crankbaits, and working this shoreline. We're just going to wade out in the water, maybe about waist deep.
Yeah.
Hey, no deeper.
Nope.
And work these crankbaits. So stay tuned, folks. There we go, Antonio. There's our first fish.
Nice.
That was a nice acrobatic jump in this shallower water. Oh, he's strong too. And you want to tire them out when you're fishing from shore. It's a nice bass, not that big. He doesn't want to come in. Oh, Antonio, there's one or two right behind them.
Really?
Yeah.
I can pick one up.
Whoa. Okay, now I'm gonna take him out of the water. There we go. Decent bass. Oh, not a bad sized bass right there, folks. Decent start to our day. Get him back in. Okay, thanks for the shower. That was a decent fish. And when I'm casting these crankbaits, what we're doing is we're keeping our rod tips up a little bit higher in the shallower water. We don't want our crankbait to dive too deep. And actually this crankbait's got a very, very shallow lip to it because we definitely don't want to get snagged up. But if you do have a crankbait with a deeper lip, just keep your rod tip up really, really high, and that way it won't dive down that deep.
Finally.
Hey, Antonio, I saw that jump.
Oh,
there he goes, he's a goner. So folks, I'm just using my 6-foot rod today, but if you want to get more distance from shore, a longer rod is the way to go. 7-footer would have been better. But I just brought my 6-footer today with me, and I'm also running monofilament line. Normally I like to run braid, but not when I'm cranking. You need that little bit of a give with the crankbaits, because once the fish hits, whoops, a little bit of weed there, you want that little bit of stretch in the line. So monofilament is much better for just cranking, and that's what I'm running today. I've just got 8-pound mono on today, running this small crankbait, having some fun on the shoreline. Watching Antonio get wet when he fell in a little earlier, as he's totally soaked. But I'm managing to stay semi-dry. He's got some size to him, doesn't he?
Yeah, good. I'd say 3-pounder, 3.5.
That's nice.
There's a whole whack of them following him.
That's what happened with the last one I had too. It's like 3 or 4 of them following.
I would say there's 5 or 6 here.
So I should come down there, is that what you're saying?
No, you should stay there. I'll take care of this. That's not bad.
You got one of those chasers, did you?
Yeah, didn't take long.
That a boy. Nice.
A lot smaller though.
Is he small? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Still fun to catch.
Oh, you know it. You got a nice little spot there.
Just had to get wet to get to it.
Good thing you went shoulder deep to get there. I'm not about to do that.
All right.
Tuckered out?
I think so.
Nice. Hey, that's a decent fish.
Yep.
There we go, Antonio. This is a small one. Folks, I tell you, there's no mistaking when this fish hits on the crankbait. Oh, I just lost him. There's no mistaking when they hit that crankbait. They just hammer it. That was a decent fish. Oh, like I said, folks, there's no mistaking when they hit. I remember someone wrote in and said, how can you tell when the bass hits on a crankbait? Well, let me tell you. You can tell because they just hammer it, and it doesn't matter how big or how small they are. Oh, geez, that was a real good hit. This is unbelievable, folks. I'm telling you, another one here.
Nice.
Okay, now I don't want a handful of trebles, so I'm gonna grab the lure actually. If he flops off, oh, you know what? Okay, I lip lock him, there we go. Nice little smallmouth right there. What a hit that was. And this bass came barreling out like a torpedo. Nice fish.
Double header.
Oh, Antonio's got one too. We got a double header going on here, folks. This is unbelievable. Shoreline fishing for smallmouth bass. Unreal. Oh, let's see if I can walk along with him a bit. Oh, this is unreal, folks. Oh, come on, Mr. Smalley. Let's see if I tucker him out here. Okay. We got a double header. Antonio's gonna land his there. Oh, oh, oh. Now this is where, oh, there he goes. Okay, that's okay. There he goes. Good way. I didn't want to get my hand in the way anyhow. Antonio's got his landed. Folks, I tell you, this is just great fishing. We haven't been out here long. It's nice and refreshing out here in the water, just wading out. It's a lot of fun. I've packed my wallet so it doesn't get wet. I've got a pair of pliers and some snips on me. You got to be prepared when you're out in the water. Even got a spare lure in my pocket just in case, but no landing net. That's all right. But we're gonna keep working along this shoreline. There's a lot of rock here, but you know what? Even if you've got beach, just work the beach and work with some crankbaits. You'll get into some bass. There's always bass along the shoreline. In fact, when I'm in my boat, a lot of times I'm working the shorelines looking for bass. So if you get an opportunity, folks, get out there, have some fun, check out your local beach, or if you got a little rocky area, walk out and take some small crankbaits with you and have some fun with some bass. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. And as always, folks, thanks so much for tuning in. And until next time, good luck and good fishing. I'm gonna go back out again.